We are targeting a total of 5,000 farmers in Jamaica by the end of the project. We are very close to 3,000 and we are profiling all those farmers.
It's very refreshing, right? Worse if your chest burning you.
That's all in the lineup on this Tuesday's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for joining us. We're also tackling the disturbing but very important topic of violence against women. But right now we take a short break and then it's to the news desk.
I remember when I didn't like school and Mommy used to have to wake me up.
Tabla, hurry up. You're going to be late for school.
Hey, now that I have a tablet, you don't need to wake me up. Since Mommy and Daddy bought me a tablet, I use my tablet for all kinds of cool stuff. I use my tablet to read books. I use my tablet to learn about history and science. I use my tablet to help with my homework. I even use it to talk to my daddy at work. Hello, Daddy!
Learning is easy and fun with a tablet. Take care of your tablet. Use it wisely.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 25. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says his administration is pursuing a range of initiatives to drive economic growth and job creation through the expansion of micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs. In addition to tackling crime, Mr. Holness says the state will provide an enabling environment through regulatory and legislative reforms of the banking and insurance sectors. The reforms will include broadening the scope of financing and technical assistance provided to MSMEs by the Development Bank of Jamaica. Other initiatives include resolving insolvency, expanding the role of credit bureaus, and strengthening the use of land tenure rights as collateral.
The intention is for MSMEs to utilize their immense wealth of talent and creativity to grow into world-class companies that can compete in any arena, thus ushering in a new era of inclusive economic growth and meaningful job creation.
The Prime Minister was speaking in Montego Bay on Monday at the opening of a three-day forum for market investment and capital conference. The Forumic Conference, which is supported by the Inter-American Development Bank, is being held under the theme Creating Opportunities Through Financial Inclusion. The parish of Westmoreland is to receive 40 new garbage trucks by year-end. The trucks, valued at approximately $250 million, are being purchased by the local government ministry with support from the Jamaica Social Investment Fund. Portfolio Minister Desmond McKenzie made the announcement as he addressed a recent meeting of the Westmoreland Parish Council.
I will admit readily that the work of the National Solid Waste Management Authority is greatly hampered because of lack of functioning trucks in the system.
The minister was visiting the council as part of a campaign to familiarize himself with the operations of each local authority and to be updated on the state of the local infrastructure in each parish. Minister Mackenzie has already visited 5 of the island's 13 parish councils. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett is lauding the 16th annual Reggae Marathon for adding value to the tourism product in Western Jamaica. Minister Bartlett was speaking at last Thursday's launch of the 16th annual Reggae Marathon, Half Marathon and 10K held at Eden Gardens in Kingston. About 3,000 competitors from more than 35 countries will be vying for over $10,000 in prize money at this year's marathon, set for December 3 in Negril, Westmoreland. At the launch, 6 computers were presented to the 3 institutions that topped the high school category at last year's Reggae Marathon. Homewood Technical received 3 computers for copying first place, 2 went to St. Jago, which placed second, and Veer Technical got 1 computer for placing third. Jamaica's youth are being encouraged to be active participants in the nation's drive to achieve developed country status by the year 2030. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen made the charge recently, saying young people are not allowed to be bystanders, but must occupy their space, aspire to do the right thing and achieve. He was addressing the second in a series of the I Believe Initiative Youth Consultative Conference for the County of Middlesex.
You are never to give up despite your circumstances. Remember, if one door shuts, another will open. Through the IBI, we present you with a raft of ideas and options to help you to navigate your way through this sometimes unfriendly world.
The 5-year-old I Believe initiative seeks to empower youth to make tangible contributions to the nation. And finally, Education, Youth and Information Minister Senator Roel Reid has instructed the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica, PBCJ, to increase its reach to the booming social media market. Speaking at a recent PBCJ symposium, Minister Reid pointed out that social media had been the platform of choice for media consumption since the surge in smartphone usage. As such, he said the PBCJ should use the medium as a tool to showcase the best of what Jamaica has to offer.
It is an information and education tool, accessible to all and meant for all, whatever their social or economic status. Its mandate is not restricted to information and cultural development. Public broadcasting must also appeal to the imagination and equally entertain.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching. The JIS Heritage Competition is back. Enter your essay, poster, or photo and win big prizes. If you're aged 9 to 12 years, enter the essay competition and tell us who is your favorite Jamaican sportsman or sportswoman and why. High school students, enter the poster competition. This year's theme is Jamaica's Rich Sporting Heritage. If you're a tertiary level student, enter the photo competition. This year's theme is I Am a Sports Champion. Competition closes for all 3 categories on November 6. Get started now. For information on submission and competition guidelines, visit our website at jis.gov.jm. Call 926-359-024, extension 2137, or send an email.
From Irish potato to onion, sweet yam and other goodies from the soil, government has got its hands on a project to help small farmers get more from their lands. It's the promotion of regional opportunities for produce through enterprises and linkages. That's next.
Getting farmers to produce more, adopting best practice methods, and becoming more efficient and sustainable. The Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries has aligned itself with partners to grow the agriculture sector. One of those partners is the World University Service of Canada, WUSC Caribbean. They have been providing resources and technical support to small and medium-scale producers in order to boost agricultural outputs in 5 targeted crops. These are Irish and sweet potato, onion, ginger and sweet yam. The work is being done through the promotion of regional opportunities for produce through enterprises and linkages Propel project. The 5-year project, which started in 2013, also provides assistance to establish market linkages.
We want holistic, integrated approaches between all the different actors in the marketplace. Propel as a support entity, helping farmers to produce and also to produce quality products, has helped us as a marketing company to be able to push marketable goods into the supermarkets, the wholesales, into the restaurant areas, into food service, into the hotel industry.
We are targeting a total of 5,000 farmers in Jamaica by the end of the project. We are very close to 3,000 and we are profiling all those farmers. By the end of March next year, we hope to have about 3,500, and by 2018 when we leave, about 5,000.
Jamaica is one of 5 Caribbean countries where the $1.9 billion project is being implemented. The others are Barbados, Dominica, Guyana, and St. Lucia. To help them care for the crops, farmers are given training in when to spray, what chemical to use, and how to protect themselves.
The day you plant your potatoes, you'll have spent 70% of all your money. And if you don't care it well for the next 12 weeks, you could lose everything.
The training has also built the capacity of farmers who are now providing the service to other farms.
We were able to provide 9 of these guys with pumps, overalls, water boots, and they're now spraying and running their own business, providing service to the other farmers.
training was provided by the Rural Agricultural Development Authority and Level 1 certification by the Heart Trust NTA.
I love it. I feel like a professional already. You understand? So I just wanted to take each step at a time and go forward.
Through the Propel project, farmers are introduced to new technologies that will allow them to reduce production cost, become more efficient, and produce more. This includes plastic mulch, which is a weed control method, and micro greenhouse technology applications. Manual reaping time of potato will also reduce significantly with the introduction of a harvesting machine.
From what I'm seeing, it is quite satisfactory to me because it is my intention now to make sure I get one of these machines because I'll be able to plant more potato and I would see a better income for myself.
Minister without portfolio in the Agriculture Ministry, J.C. Hutchinson, was in Manchester for the demonstration of the harvesting machine and acknowledged the work being carried out under the Propel project.
It's one where I think we are going to have to look to see if we can expand that, we get more equipment like that. This technology here is one where you see that it not only facilitates the cutting down on the growth of weeds, which also eliminates quite a lot of the labor. And by doing that, you are also putting more money in your pocket.
The area of research and development is also being strengthened under the Propel project. In May 2016, a Memorandum of Understanding was signed between World University Service of Canada WUSC and the Scientific Research Council SRC. That agreement will build the SRC's capacity to produce clean planting materials for Irish potato, ginger, sweet yam, and sweet potato. The agency will be able to supply farmers and companies with virus-free plants and to identify and analyze natural predation for biological control of pests and diseases. There is also partnership with Bodle's Research Station for clean planting materials for ginger. By bringing the different stakeholders on board, the project is creating a sustainable output of planting materials to aid farmers in their production, which should ultimately lead to a steady distribution of produce.
We target the sector. We don't target farmers in particular. We provide stimulus, we provide catalyst to the entire sector for it to move from where it is to where it would like to be. So we don't talk about Propel without talking about SRC, without talking about Bodles, without talking about the Ministry of Agriculture, without talking about RADA.
Mr. Prasad says he is pleased with the strides Jamaica has made with the project.
I'm really very satisfied. Jamaica, for our $87 million that has been contributed so far, I think Jamaica has contributed close to 40 million of that. I mean, I don't have the exact figure, but in terms of production that has reached the high value market, Jamaica has contributed close to 40 million of that. In terms of research and development, in terms of linkages, in terms of getting all people on board to say how do we solve the issues, Jamaica is way ahead of the game.
Finger-licking jerk chicken, Helsha fish and bami, will run down yam and banana, roast bread fruit, sweet potato pudding. Jamaica food sweet. So let's make a pledge to use more local produce and less foreign goods. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow.
Milk. It does a body good. Don't think so? Keep watching.
Milk actually helps you lose weight.
Protein in milk is what we consider high biological value for the mere fact that it has 9 essential amino acids.
Drink up, drink up. Nourish your body with the goodness of cow's milk. Cow's milk, to some, real milk.
It's very refreshing, right? Whereas if your chest burning you can drink it and you get a lot of relief.
Cow's milk give you more nutrients than bag juice and all the other sweet stuff that you drink.
Like you come out early in the morning and you not drink no tea You can drink a cow's milk and it make your energy up and running.
The government is on a drive to increase consumption of local cow's milk. It's part of the plan for job creation and economic growth, as well as to encourage healthy consumption habits.
Why is milk such an important part of the diet for children especially? Because milk has 9 of the essential amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, which are required for growth and development and protection. What else does the milk have? It has minerals, it has calcium, and we know the importance of calcium. And milk is one of the major sources of calcium for humans. And so calcium, we know, we need it for development of bones, for development of teeth. But also, calcium can also help to lower blood pressure. Calcium is also helps in blood clotting. What else does milk have? It has choline. Choline is this mineral that helps the body to sleep. It helps in brain function, it helps in brain development, it helps in the formation of the tissues, the nerves in the body, so it helps with nerve impulses, so it helps their nervous system to develop. Milk also has potassium, all right? Potassium helps calcium to function, and it also helps in the formation of the bones, helps the body to use that, and it maintains bone mass.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
No, when I drink cow's milk, I have a lot of swelling because I have an allergy problem. It gives me a lot of bumps, swelling up on these things.
It is a known fact that people of African descent do not have the lactase, which is the enzyme that digests the lactose, which is in milk. And so most black persons tend to be lactose intolerant.
My views on that is that the body takes time to adapt. So the first you drink the milk, you have to give the body time to produce the right enzyme, the right proportion, the different bacteria to counteract the milk. Most people drink the milk and expect if you stay down, no, you have to take it over time. And do it gradually and little. The basic thing you have to do. Just scald it, and once you do that, it reduces the bacterial level in it, so it will have that effect on your body.
With the cereal, because you know it's not too sweet and it's balanced, so the cereal is already sweet, so the cow's milk will go well with the cereal. Your oats, you know, like you blend your banana, you can use the cow's milk to sweeten it.
Normally, when you make a chocolate tea, you have a milk, you don't throw cow's milk in and you're gone up and running said way.
I have milk with rum. I have milk with porridge, tea, anything.
I like to drink my cow's milk with the oatmeal biscuits or cornflakes.
Milk can have added nutrients, so we fortify the milk with vitamin D, and we know vitamin D again helps with absorption of the calcium. It also helps in bone formation and teeth. What else can be added to milk? Magnesium, the B vitamins, all of these give added nourishment to the milk. So children don't like, I think they don't like to see the white as well. So you can color it, you can flavor it. You can flavor it with chocolate, you can flavor it with strawberry. And people tend to use syrups, but you can also use fruits to flavor the milk. So people have now been making smoothies. But how much milk should we be drinking? A serving of milk in Jamaica and the Caribbean is half cup or 4 ounces. And what does that give us? It gives us about 76 kilocalories, that half cup.
Housewives, mothers, fathers, consumers, remember why milk is good for you. The reality is there's nothing like cow's milk. Drink Jamaican real milk.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
See Marcia husband there, him a one of the biggest juggies.
Wait, somebody a scream.
Lad, them a bundle up rice to work and never pay the extortion money.
Who them man there? How would them a do with Jackie little daughter?
It's serious times. Speak up for justice and keep your eyes open. When you hear about any crime, report it. Silence brings violence.
A message from the Ministry of National Security.
So unfortunately, we still live in a society where there are incidents of violence being perpetrated against women and girls. October is actually Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and in our next feature, we are exploring a program that shines the spotlight on this important issue.
He says that he loves me. He says that he could never imagine not having me around.
Almost 1/3 of women who have been in a relationship report some form of physical and/or sexual violence by their intimate partner.
See, he says that we were made to be together. For better or worse, it will always be him and I.
Victims or survivors of intimate partner violence are often reluctant to talk about it.
See, I adore thee would be too simple, and measuring soft kisses could never amount to the way that he truly feels. So he allows his tongue to spill out words like as he undresses me behind closed doors. Doors that encloses our secrets, walls that whisper or hush-hush tales of how he loves me.
Anywhere I would have followed you.
Violence against women, we know, is a pervasive developmental issue. It results mainly in multiple negative health outcomes, and it reinforces underdevelopment.
It has also been determined that violence against women or gender-based violence increases the risk of contracting HIV.
The link between violence and HIV, it's complex, but it's influenced by biological, socio-cultural, and economic factors. Forced intercourse with an HIV-infected individual leads to HIV transmission. Because of the psychosocial stress that is put onto the woman, and it often leads to later engagement in high-risk behaviors.
Compounding the issue, experts say that in many countries, including our own, there is wide social acceptance of violence against women.
Every country in the world does it. Every media does that. Whenever you see something in the news that relates to violence against women, immediately the media covers her, not the perpetrator. What was she wearing? What's her moral fiber? What is she? The victim blaming that comes with that is immediate, and it crosses all cultural boundaries. This social acceptance of violence is a pressure on both boys and girls. What is it going to take for that acceptance, that tolerance, to change?
The Jamaica AIDS Support for Life, JASL, is looking to be a change agent. In 2013, JASL began a project called Expanding Gains to Decrease and Prevent Violence Against Women in the context of HIV and AIDS. It's funded by the United Nations Trust Fund to End Violence Against Women.
We expect that women and girls who are affected by HIV will have increased access to integrated VAW and sexual reproductive health services. We expect that women and girls who are affected by HIV have improved literacy and advocacy skills to respond to the issues that affect them.
Now in its third and final year, the project has engaged and provided training for over 1,200 women and girls.
Coming out of the workshops held with the women from all key groups, issues were identified, as well as gaps in policies, legislation, and programs. And positions were taken on what the women needed to see happen as relates to improvement. Over the next few months, these issues, gaps, and positions will be taken by select women advocates to key duty bearers, including policymakers, during face-to-face advocacy meetings.
The experiences of these women and girls are also being used to inform a media campaign that was launched on March 2.
Our vision for women by women. And if you're on Twitter, hashtag #ZeroVaw, #ZeroHIV.
From this multimedia campaign, JASL expects that the reality of VAW and its effect on HIV will not only create widespread awareness, but also effect some change in attitude and behavior. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube will be employed to get the message out to the various target audiences. Our revamped website will be a one-stop shop for all the pieces of the VAW HIV campaign, among other things.
Jassel has also produced 3 videos to spread the message.
There's no excuse for violence. Our mothers and sisters don't ask to be raped or sexually harassed, even if they wear a short skirt.
If you see a woman or a girl being abused, report it.
Awareness has to lead to behavior change.
It is possible.
It is possible.
Our generation can stop violence against women and our girls.
Our generation can end violence against women and girls.
Truthfully, he says that I am special. And honestly, I believe he's being truthful. Because he doesn't just love me with his heart, he allows his love to splatter like art across my eyes and inner thighs, where my skin hides the permanent etchings of his touch. And I have never had anyone love me like this before. Never had anyone express their love with such passion. Never had anyone fasten their fist to my face in hopes of defacing any ounce of doubt that may exist within me. And I wear his scars like paint marks hidden beneath my clothes as reminders that even if the world never sees, he shows me. He shows me. He shows me with puddles of bright red blood and mottled rainbow-colored bruises that he will always love me. He loves me.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
And that's how we draw the curtains down on Jamaica Magazine today. Another show is already in the production for tomorrow. You won't want to miss it. In the meantime, our social media handles are coming on screen right now. Use them to stay in contact with us. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.